Welcome to Grindcore, the show that pays tribute to the most gloriously disgusting films ever put to celluloid. We take the most memorable scenes from classic underappreciated gems, you know, the ones with all the sex, the violence, and the sexy violence, and then with the skill of a drunken barber, we slice out all the unnecessary stuff like plot and character development. The result, only the good parts. I'm Chris Gore, and I'm coming at you from the dimmed auditorium of the historic New Beverly Cinema in Los Angeles, one of the last remaining grindhouses in the country. During the next half hour, we'll bring you a seminal 80s teen angst coming-of-age nuclear mutant terrorizing a high school movie. No, it's not 16 Candles. We wouldn't subject you to the horror of Molly Ringwald. No, I'm talking about the Troma Pictures classic, Class of Nuke 'Em High, the movie that defined a generation. It takes a typical high school story of a boy, a girl, and a gang of pot-pushing mutants and turns it on its head. Joining me for this refresher class of G4's very own prom queen, Blair Butler.
Thanks, Chris. You know, you totally had me at pot-pushing mutants.
Also in attendance is the president of Troma Studios and the co-director of Class of Nuke 'Em High, Lloyd Kaufman.
You lied to me, Chris Gore. You said we were going to see the next High School Musical movie.
I think I wouldn't want to see that unless they all died in the first 5 minutes. But let's get right to Class of Nuke 'Em High. It's time for first period. Tromaville High, your typical suburban New Jersey public school, in the toxic chemical capital of the world, with your typical teenaged cliques. There are the jocks, the nerds,
but the diameter is proportionate to the radius.
Princesses, the post-apocalyptic mutants, and those class clowns. You know, typical high school class structure. Why, look, it's Warren Brandt, all-American boy with a heart of gold, a soft spot for Speedos, and total respect for his best gal, Chrissy. In other words, kind of a putz. Back to Chrissy, a nubile high school beauty burning with an unbridled passion. They haven't taken their relationship to the next step. You know what I mean?
I'd love to sleep with Chrissy, but...
But what? But he's shy, and I don't want to be too pushy.
Possibly because, like I just said, he's a bit of a putz who likes Speedos. Meanwhile, something is affecting the student bodies here at Tromaville High. Could it be something in the water? Could it be drugs? Or maybe it has something to do with the fact that the school is built right next to a nuclear power plant.
Situation on sub-level 3. Situation on sub-level 3.
Which seems to melt down every other day.
How bad was the leakage?
Radioactive water's leaking from sub-level 3. It could contaminate the whole town.
That's not so bad. Flop off the area, scrub it down just to be safe.
Even if there was a little radiation around here, who gives it?
No, it can't be the power plant, but something has affected the Honor Society.
And there they are, one day a bunch of clean-cut preppies, and the next day they're a bunch of violent, perverted cretins.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Like I said, he's a putz. Whatever's going on, the high school is completely prepared in case of a nuclear emergency.
Can I have your attention, please? This is a routine nuclear emergency evacuation drill.
Okay, I had that hair in high school, and here's proof.
Not only do you have that guy's hair, you also have the same vest.
I will never have sex again.
You'll notice that Samuel Weil, instead of Lloyd Kaufman, is credited as director. Samuel Weil was my maternal grandfather's name, and because I was in the Union, I couldn't use the name Lloyd Kaufman. Samuel Weil also used to bounce me on his knee and play with my...
Now you've met the class of 1986, but what about the people who mold these young minds? Only Troma would stand and deliver because they have principles. The faculty of Tromaville High. We here at Grindcore honor your dedication to schooling the student bodies on the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and radiation. Without your delicate nurturing...
Business spirit! Business energy!
Get your gluteus maximi out of here.
I have no choice in the matter. You've had several warnings. I'll have to recommend immediate expulsion for all of you.
These young minds could never be molded into the fine, upstanding future leaders of tomorrow. Yes, thanks to your continuing support, no student shall be left behind. Get your number 2 pencils ready, class. It's time for a pop quiz. Multiple choice. Where do the cretins grow their marijuana? A. Spike's man purse. B. Off the face of this guy. Or C. At the local nuclear power plant.
At
cannot believe how fast this goes out here.
Find out when we come back. Welcome back. Chris Gore here, and I'm deep in the bowels of the projection booth at the New Beverly Cinema. And as you can see, there's enough film history up here to make Martin Scorsese green with envy. Now for more Grindcore, the show that takes the short attention span of the Ritalin generation and caters to your particular needs. Sorry there are no refills without a doctor's note. Speaking of chemical mood enhancers, let's see what happens when a mild-mannered class nerd gets a dose of Tromaville's unnatural springs.
So, teachers, line up your students next to the door until a hall monitor can escort them out to the bus.
All right, class, line up by the door.
Dewey! Dewey! You little off the me!
Does that guy have boobs?
Dewey, I hope it wasn't something I said.
That guy was the captain of the school window diving team.
We made a mistake with Toxic Avenger. It was successful. We had a nerd who became a superhero. So we didn't want to do that again. So the way to have a failure is kill off the nerd at the beginning of the movie. That's what we did with Class of Nuke High.
We all know that every adolescent male thinks about only one thing, robots. But still others think about sex. Let's face it, the kids at Nuke High aren't just melting down due to frequent nuclear leaks.
Huh?
Warren, I want you now.
Here now, Chrissy, we can't. There's a party going on downstairs.
We can't. Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, stop! What are you jumping into the sex scene for, man? What kind of company do you think Trauma is? We do moral lessons here. We teach the young people an inconvenient truth, all that kind of stuff, huh?
Fine, Lloyd, taken from your own curriculum. Let's learn how to be a better pot dealer.
You just don't understand, do you?
So before we climb back into bed with Warren and Chrissy, your customers should know what it takes to participate in their very own intimate moment. Because every high school putz knows the quickest way down a girl's bikini is to ply her with mood-altering drugs.
Come on, Chrissy.
And everyone at Tromaville High knows the best drugs come from the cretins. How did they get the market cornered? Watch and learn, students. Step 1. Make your product unique. Have a secret ingredient that the competition is unaware of, like toxic sludge.
I cannot believe how fast this goes out here.
Step 2. Market your product with a catchy slogan.
We can call it an atomic high. Then we can charge the kids more money for it.
Wait, that's step 3. Sales.
No, Ray, come on.
$10.
Highlight the benefits.
You should see what it does to the ladies. It gets them real hot. They love it.
And if your product does what you promise, your customers will come back for more.
You've got to get more of that pot, man. Yeah!
This beautiful, sensuous, sensitive love scene was inspired by Strap-On Sally Part 13. And it's a little-known fact that Penny Marshall watched Class of Nuke High right before she shot those amazing sex scenes in A League of Their Own.
Time for another pop quiz, class, so pay attention. Why do Warren and Chrissy finally jump into the sack? A. Art House Theater.
Does this mean we don't get to go to the Flamey Festival?
B. The Smithereens. Or C. The magic of marijuana. The answer's when Grindcore returns. Welcome back to Grindcore. Now, what are the key ingredients of a successful high school film? Sex, drugs, and more sex. But we're a small mom-and-pop network, and we don't believe in that naked stuff unless you pay for it. Grindcore presents the surefire way to get a girl in the sack, a.k.a. Seduce and Destroy. Always helps if you pick the right tunes.
The Smithereens were Troma fans, lived in New Jersey, were going to give us our music for free, and that's how they got into class at Nuke High.
Set the mood maybe by taking her to a party. Or a movie.
I kind of wish we'd gone to that Fellini movie instead.
Always be a gentleman and put your lady's feelings first.
I'm not saying you should rush her. I'm saying you should give her 15, 20 minutes and then jump on her.
If the first 3 steps fail, get her up. Yeah, now it's time to make your move.
Oh,
Man, I want you now.
here now, Chrissy, we can't. There's a party going on downstairs. Oh, does this mean we don't get to go to the Fellini Festival?
Warren, the Fellini Festival?
I love you.
I love you too.
Nudity is all about lighting.
I'm pretty sure he can't actually see anything through those binoculars.
Thanks to a little herbal encouragement, Chrissy opens up to Warren. We showed you the sex scene, but don't worry, we'll spare you the cuddling. As we all know, pot is a gateway drug to the hellmouth. But as every teen movie shows us, there's always consequences with unsupervised drug use.
And I don't want to be too pushy.
This is the creepiest Viagra ad ever.
If you have an erection that lasts over 5 hours or is 5 feet high, contact your doctor.
Can't get pregnant the first time.
Oh, Chrissy has an outie.
People ask me, Lloyd, how in the heck did you manage to create such an immense erection in that scene? Well, I created it with a big smile on my face.
In the history of high school teen sex comedies, such as American Pie, Porky's, to my all-time favorite, Goonies, these pieces of cinematic art just are not complete without gratuitous shots of student bodies. So, lean back, relax, and enjoy the girls of Nuke High.
Grindcore presents the Girls of Nuke High. This is dedicated to all the lovely ladies who appear in this film. Every one of you is beautiful in your own special way. What's up there, neo-Nazi Hitler wannabe chick? You are a chick, right? Oh yeah, a tough chick. I know you're the forgotten member of Spike's gang, girl, but I'll never forget. Never forget you, darling. It's the fine lady with the Cleopatra eyes. Work that gum, baby. Work it good. I know some consider it a bad habit, but that's a bad habit you can tie me up in any day, sugar. Just don't ever change, you hear? Oh, damn, you changed. Hey there, you sexy old school marm. I know it's just an act, though. There's a hot, creamy vanilla center to that crotchety exterior. Hell, you ain't even all that old, are you, teacher? And that silky, whiskey voice is just a put-on.
Okay, kids, last pop quiz of the show. Get ready. Who will make it out of the school alive? A. Spud. B. Gonzo. C. Mr. Finley? If you don't know already, join us after the break. We're back and ready to grind down the rest of Troma's cult hit, Class of Nuke High. Some people say marijuana leads to harder stuff, but in Tromaville, it leads to kicking more than just ass.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Beethoven. Who the hell is that? I don't know. It looks like Warren Grant. But he looks a little messed up to me. I'm gonna get him.
Oh, God, is he gonna rape him?
I guess the way to a man's heart is through his esophagus. We're going that way.
Peter's death was inspired by the Shakespearean classic Deep Throat. Only Deep Throat didn't have fisting, but Deep Throat did have a big Peter.
Sure, trauma movies are known for nudity, violence, and gore, but what about the acting? For all those special moments, Grindcore would like to present a tribute to the unsung heroes from the class of Nuke High. This one's for you, overactors.
There's no danger, Governor. We have the situation well in hand.
But something's going on.
I don't give a dry fart.
What is that smell? Keep the stinking phone to yourself.
That's Chrissy! That's the spirit!
Midterms are coming up. I've got to start cramming.
Yeah?
You got to start ramming. Yeah, watch out, girls. We're the biggest schlong since John Dillinger.
Put that little pecker back in your pants.
Freeze! Drop that phone.
That's going on their permanent record.
Hey, didn't anybody ever tell you to knock before entering a room?
Well, we've reached the finals, and we're about ready to graduate. Instead of hearing me drone on with another boring lecture, let's get straight to the good stuff.
Hold it. What the hell is going on? This whole Grindcore concept just doesn't work. Not at all. Good thing you're paying me. You can't start at the monster without explaining what came before it. Warren and Chrissy had sex. Then there were strange side effects. Warren becomes a slobbering, murderous mutant. Chrissy barfed up their love child from the one-night stand, and she flushed away the first literal nuclear family. The unwanted baby went through the system, got a job as a dishwasher, ended up at the bottom of the barrel, lashed out at society. Now baby Shiloh is all grown up and is reuniting with his mommy and daddy. This is really a cautionary tale.
Then not so fast, Lloyd. What about the Cretans? They get into a bathroom brawl with Warren, a lot of walls and genitals are punched, the Cretans get expelled. Then blaming Warren, they decide to exact their revenge by kidnapping and making out with Chrissy and trashing the school. Anywho, let's watch when our two plots collide.
High School will be temporarily closed for remodeling.
We've come to the end of Grindcore. We've shown you the gore, the sex, the violence, not to mention a little weed. And we do want to remind you that recreational use of marijuana may be illegal in your area, so please check with your local law enforcement before lighting up. Blair, Lloyd, any final comments?
I think that's the most graphic anti-drug PSA I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know about you guys, but I haven't had so much fun in a movie theater since Lee Harvey and I skipped out of work at the Dallas Suppository back in 1972. It was amazing.
Okay, that solves that mystery. If you like what you saw today, check out the deluxe DVD for Class of Nuke 'Em High with deleted scenes and commentary with Lloyd. Just visit Troma.com. Thanks for watching Grindcore. Remember, just because Hollywood hasn't made a good movie in years doesn't mean other people haven't. Support indie filmmakers. Good night.
Hey, Chris, how about some popcorn? I can't take this out of my lap. Just reach in. Come on, Chris.
Never heard of bobbing for popcorn, but I guess I'll do it.